One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Notre Dame coming off a 10-win season, but there was a sour taste in their mouth after they were left out of the college football playoff. Marcus Freeman has so many great recruits loaded with talent. He knows this team is going to have a huge chip on their shoulder as they try to get back into the college football playoff this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Wants to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes to grab. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that one.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And he'll be brought down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Keeps it on the draw. Sweet cut there.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Throws to the wideout. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on third down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that third and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that third down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they're aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Now, and a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Running inside, it's Mobley. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Third and 6 yards to go. Carr. Got the back over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the angle route, whether it's man or zone. If you throw it with timing and you wait for it to develop, most of the time it's going to come open. Great job by the quarterback seeing it, hitting the running back.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. The run inside. It's Mobley. At the 45 on his way. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. No tag. Touchdown, Irish. Oh, into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off erases some angles and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rebels offense is back on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Got it in the middle, it's Gill. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wants to throw it again, and why not? And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Almost a D-lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week, this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He might want another play. Throwing, Carr. Caught over the middle, it's Mobley. Turning it on! A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And that's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Running inside, it's Mobley. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Carr from the gun on third down. He's going for it all. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They take over down 7-0 and trying to get even on this drive. Catch in the middle, it's Lacey. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and I think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Going to the running game. Couldn't find his way out of his grasp.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that third down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
The Rebels can really attack on this second and short. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Takes the easy one to the back. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. That is exactly why they called the running back the safety valve. They used it, and they used it to perfection.
Yeah, and you want to push the ball down the field. You want to make those big plays, but you see the defense. They bring the blitz. I got the running back open, dump it to him, let him do the rest, let him get the first down.
In the red area, it's Lacey. Got a little grass. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Rebels headed quickly to the line. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Rebels.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point was good. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with his 3rd possession.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Here's Carr to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Mobley. Trying to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on 3rd.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, how about the defense? How about the respect level for this guy? Double team him, and what happens? He still wins. You think the offense is going to continue to feature this guy?
Might have a chance. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Nice run there. Doesn't it just feel like Notre Dame football when you see that, too? You know, you got touchdown Jesus looking down, and one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to have is big uglies up front, guys pushing the pile, NFL talent on this offensive line, just having their way, making life easy for these running backs. It is a beautiful thing to see.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The run inside. It's Mobley. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. Takes a handoff. It's Mobley. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Trying to run, it's Mobley. There's some room. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Zings it complete to the right. Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
The Fighting Irish call their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here comes the field goal unit. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Lost one deep down the right side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Carr. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. With the catch, it's Mobley. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Notre Dame right back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Quick completion on the out. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The offense changing the play. Throwing, Carr. Trying to make magic with his feet. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Oh, the attempt is no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Missouri taking on the Arkansas Razorbacks. And it's Missouri looking to make it 3 straight to start the new year. They're already on top in the first half.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
Let's check in now on some of the other action today as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Might be changing the route. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Dumps it to the back. The sure hands, it's Mobley. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chain.
And I like that 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Here's Carr to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. Plucks it out of the air. Makes the catch, and he's free. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying to impose their will with the run. Picks up the 1st down. Maybe some room here. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They're working that left side. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Quarterback making checks. From the gun on 3rd down, Carr lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. That's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimum gain.
Running inside, it's Lacey. Makes it past the marker. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big 4th down conversion here in the 3rd quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
Play is stopped as they tend to an injured Ole Miss Rebel. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And how about these defensive ends nowadays? No matter what scheme they're in, they're so strong, but so quick, so they can beat you with speed, or they can go through you. Either way, it's a tough spot for that offensive tackle to be in, and you saw that right defensive end come off the end and make the sack.
Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be first and goal. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He's brought down, a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining, I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line.
Here we go, ready? Line 88, line 88. Ready, go!
The run inside. It's Mobley. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Carr. Quickly complete. He was searching for that first down marker, but he'll come up short. They stop him at the 22. It'll be 4th down.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. The Irish send out the punt unit, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He's got great speed. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. With the catch, it's Haas. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away. But you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
On on fourth down. They're taking to the air. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He'll run it again. There's a crease. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Find space on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Alexander. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his head.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Tight end now in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quick completion to the right. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Mobley. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Got enough for the first. Maybe a crease. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the pummeling has started. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Rebels offense is back on the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. He's going to take off. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Slithers into space. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Here come the Irish, back on offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll go to the counter. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game.
Could be an alley. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the 4th quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, 1:55 remaining. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Looking for the end zone. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside, it's Lacey. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And this offense is going to have...
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On the move. It's Lacey. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game.